vast expanse of the South China Sea, tensions between nations are reaching a boiling point. Recently, the Philippines and the United States found themselves locked in a tense standoff with China, as a Chinese Coast Guard ship intercepted a Philippine vessel in disputed waters. This latest incident has reignited long-standing disputes over maritime territories, raising concerns about the potential for conflict in one of the world's most strategically significant regions. A Philippine vessel conducting a resupply mission near the Scarborough Shoal encountered a Chinese Coast Guard ship, which moved aggressively to intercept it. The Philippines immediately sought assistance from its ally, the United States, leading to a dramatic chase through the waters of the South China Sea. Located within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, Scarborough Shoal is also claimed by China. The Philippines Coast Guard on Sunday accused China of dangerous and blocking maneuvers while its vessel patrolled near Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea this month. Manila's Coast Guard said in a statement that on a 9-day patrol near the shoal by its 97-meter, 318-foot vessel VRP Teresa Magbanyo, 4 Chinese Coast Guard vessels had shattered the boat more than 40 times. 4 Chinese maritime militia vessels were also present near the shoal, the PCG said. Located within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, Scarborough Shoal is also claimed by China, making it one of Asia's most contested maritime features and a flashpoint for flare-ups. The PCG said its vessel was in the area to protect Filipino fishermen from further harassment in their traditional fishing ground. The CCG vessels performed dangerous and blocking maneuvers at sea against BRP Teresa Magbanyo 4 times, with the CCG vessels crossing the bow of the PCG vessel twice. It said, adding that the Chinese vessels had recklessly disregarded international rules on preventing collisions at sea. China claims almost the entire South China Sea, a conduit for more than $3 trillion in annual ship commerce. Its territorial claims overlap with the EEZs of the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. The Chinese Foreign Ministry said on Sunday that the Scarborough Shoal is Beijing's sovereign territory and that Chinese Coast Guard activities in the area were legal. China requires the Philippines to respect China's territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests, and stop maritime infringement activities. China will continue to firmly safeguard its territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests in accordance with the law, it said in response to a request from Reuters for comment. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague said China's claims had no legal basis, a decision Beijing has rejected. Participating ships included Independence variant littoral combat ship U.S. Gabriel Giffords, embarked with 8 MH-60S Seahawk from Helicopter Sea Combat Squadron 23 from the U.S., and the Philippine Navy's BRP Gregorio del Pilar and AW-109 helicopter. The MCA displays the enduring partnership between the two militaries and advances combined capabilities in the evolving maritime domain through routine goodwill activities at sea. During the activity, the Allied forces sailed together and participated in advanced planning and maritime communication operations to enhance interoperability. We welcome any opportunity to conduct maritime activities with our allies. Sailing and operating together demonstrates our commitment to improving our interoperability and continued coordination with the Armed Forces of the Philippines, said Captain Sean Lewis, Destroyer Squadron, DESRON 7 Commodore. The U.S. Navy regularly conducts events to strengthen ties among allied and partner nations. MCA enhances combined readiness and capabilities in support of a free and open Indo-Pacific. Gabriel Giffords is on a rotational deployment to the Indo-Pacific, conducting operations, exercises, and port visits throughout the region and working hull-to-hull with allied and partner navies to provide maritime security and stability, key pillars of a free and open Indo-Pacific. DESRON 7 serves as the primary tactical and operational commander of littoral combat ships, rotationally deployed to Singapore. Expeditionary Strike Group 7's Sea Combat Commander, and builds partnerships through training exercises and military-to-military engagements. U.S. 7th Fleet is the U.S. Navy's largest forward-deployed numbered fleet and routinely interacts and operates with allies and partners in preserving a free and open Indo-Pacific region. The Chinese embassy in Manila did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The PCG also distributed food and groceries to 100 Filipino fishermen in 14 boats. The statement said, Scarborough Shoal is 240 kilometers west of the main Philippine island of Luzon and nearly 900 kilometers from the nearest major Chinese land mass of Hainan. Under the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, which China helped negotiate, countries have jurisdiction over the natural resources within about 200 nautical miles from the shore. The latest incidents come 2 months after tense standoffs between China and the Philippines around disputed reefs in the South China Sea. During the standoffs, there was a collision between vessels from the two countries, and Chinese ships blasted water cannon at Philippine boats. China claims almost the entire area spanning the South China Sea and has ignored an international tribunal ruling that its territorial claims have no legal basis. Beijing continues to deploy boats to patrol the busy waterway and has built artificial islands that it has militarized in a bid to reinforce its claims. Chinese and Philippine officials in January agreed on the need for closer dialogue to deal with maritime emergencies in the waterway. This incident underscores the complex dynamics at play in the South China Sea. China's expansive territorial claims have put it at odds with neighboring countries like the Philippines, who assert their rights under international law. The involvement of the United States adds another layer of complexity to the situation. As a treaty ally of the Philippines, the U.S. is obligated to come to its defense in the event of an armed attack. In response to China's assertive actions, the U.S. has ramped up its military presence in the region, conducting joint exercises with allies and partners to demonstrate its commitment to upholding freedom of navigation in international waters. We will not back down in the face of Chinese aggression. The Scarborough Shoal is an integral part of our territory, and we will defend it with all necessary means. The United States remains steadfast in its support for the Philippines and other allies in the region. We will continue to uphold the rules-based order and oppose any attempts to alter the status quo through force or coercion. As tensions continue to simmer in the South China Sea, the world watches closely to see how the situation unfolds. Will diplomacy prevail, or are we on the brink of a more serious confrontation? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more analysis and commentary on global affairs.